It's time for the Power Hour. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Power Hour. We're back after a mini vacation. Thank you, Bruce, for holding it down. We're back and we're ready to go this week. We should have a few Power Hours this week.
Ooh.
Now, I do not want to dwell on these other content creators, but there is also something that's coming up that we have to talk about.
What's that?
Well, I know we're all aware of the situation online with Disney Plus shows. Regardless if you like it or not, there is a huge issue with political activists going on to Rotten Tomatoes, for reasons that are not potentially organic with the reviews. It's a big problem. It's been a situation before. That's why there's a big difference between movie reviews and streaming reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, because on movie reviews, you have to verify purchase. On streaming shows, you do not.
Yeah. That's always been a problem with shows and movies that are streamed.
Now, I got this topic. There's two reasons I picked this main topic, okay? Hey, Artemis 1, we're early. I like it. Thank you, Artemis, for joining us. And if you're just getting here, please thumbs up the video. Support me and the Bruce's channel, Kingdom of Nerds. There's two reasons that this became the main topic, and it's really just an overall state of the internet and reviews and what's accepted on the internet and why it's this volatile and everything. The consistent thing that comes up when you look at these people that make their money, I don't put them in reviews of, it's more entertainment. It's more entertainment going out of their way to find things to dislike about these properties. And every single time, Bruce, I find out that I give them credit for putting their own art out there.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Chris. Hey, Mama Bear, for putting their own art out there. But every time, if you were talking about the most mid thing you've ever seen,
really,
it's Chris Gore. It's Critical Drinkers Now's trailer for his movie and book series.
Is Robert Burnett on that list?
And I know everyone out there, leave Robert Meyer Burnett alone. I like him as a person. I don't like who he associates with. I'm not going to judge him by the people he associates with. I'm not. Bruce might. Bruce can't. I don't know. How do you feel about it? You could do. You're your own man. I'm not going to judge by association. But
I remember last year, Robert Burnett Meyer did a video, like a 3-hour video. He was like literally drunk on video, talking about someone we know, and it was just bad. I mean, it was just like rambling for like 3 hours, and
that still doesn't factor in my opinion of him. He could get drunk all he wants. It's just
goes to a level of professionalism for me.
At Joe's house, I watched a movie he directed, a Star Trek movie. I forget what it was called. And I had fun with it. But the level of criticism that he warrants toward every other piece of art out there, based on what I saw, is not warranted whatsoever. Now, I do want to see his newer movie, Tango Shalom, and I will give a review of that. And I might review
Tango Shalom?
Yeah. Yeah, I like actually the premise. It's it's a Hasidic Jewish person that there's strict laws on how you interact with women, I think, and then he becomes a professional dancer with a lady. So that's what I want to. I'm open-minded, but nothing. You know how they say, in the School of Rock, those who can't do teach, and those who can't teach Jim. Those that can't create hate. It's just a fact. It's even more so than that comment from School of Rock with Jack Black. I'm sorry. We're late. We're right on time. We're late. And this really came about. And I don't keep like really good tabs on these people.
No.
But I'm like, wait, Critical Drinker released the trailer. So we're going to react to that first. But first.
Oh, let's go.
First, we're going to react to Tyrone Magnus because I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, Nerdette's Newsstand is here. Hey, Nerdette. I'd like to collab with you soon, Nerdette. I got to reach out to you. I'll reach out to you via email. Yeah, this is the Power Hour. I'm not attacking them. Like everything's an attack now on internet. I'm saying if you're showing that much criticism out there, then I want to see what you got and what they have, including one of the biggest critics on YouTube, the Critical Drinker. I was shocked at how mid the trailer for his book series now movie is.
So the basic premise is,
and we are going to react to it live. So get those thumbs up. Bruce has not seen it yet. We are going to react to it live. We're going to clip it out later. It is the most, and I was going to make a joke about how many white men he's going to put in the trailer. What? I don't have to. It's all white men in the trailer.
No women?
There's one woman. There's one or two women.
Okay.
But it's
is she a pick-me girl?
Is she a what?
Is she a pick-me girl?
No, there's not many scenes with the women. It's mostly.
But I get what you're saying is that they criticize other people's art so much, but when it's come time to make their own products, it's mid and it's below average. Is that what you're saying?
It's below mid. It's actually, especially with Chris Gore and Critical Drinker. I will give Robert Meyer Burnett. Robert Meyer Burnett worked more in the industry than they have.
Yeah.
And he's done things like on DVDs. And I don't know when he became so disgruntled. But yeah, they are potentially disgruntled workers that do not. And there's two sides to every story. A lot of these people on the internet that they go around the Friday Night Tights shows, they have links to the Cameron Pashas. Yes, they've had work. Are they not getting work because of their politics or just because they're average? And that's at best.
I think a lot of it comes from they all make more money hating and being outraged about other people's work, and they don't want to give up that grift. That's just my opinion.
Okay, let me see. It's time for Star Wars to take a hiatus and not release anything except animation video games for a few years. Although I disagree, RJ. You don't offend me that you don't like the Acolyte, but I think the Acolyte is some of the best Star Wars I've ever seen.
I agree with you.
And it didn't get that way until the middle of the season for me.
And I really don't care if anyone doesn't like it. I like it. I'm enjoying it. And if you want high quality writing where there's layers upon layers of story and backstory, go watch House of Dragon. Go watch Game of Thrones for good writing. Don't watch Star Wars for good writing.
Yeah, now I'm going to bring up Tyrone Magnus, who Bruce is a huge fan of Tyrone.
Yay! Let's go.
Actually,
what I called him earlier.
I do respect him that he reacts to like everything. I'm actually thinking about more reacting to more things to get my take out there. We need to get out there more, Bruce. We need more of our opinions out there because I think we're holding it. I think we're a few of the most fair and balanced entertainment critics or commentators out there. I really do.
I agree with you because, I'm not beholden to any fandoms anymore.
Yeah. So. No, I'm not with any cult. I'm not, I had my audience revolt against me when I criticized James Gunn and call me, including yourself. But I think you were doing it fun. But I honestly think
friends do. We call each other out.
I honestly think that I was being genuine criticism, and I've taken my L's where I accept where I deserve them. I've heard that some bigger channels, what they do. Okay, so this is what he's talking about. I didn't look into I just assumed his title was accurate. But Bruce says it's still up there. But are the audience scores still up there, Bruce? That's what I'm talking.
It still says 14% audience score.
Okay, so what is Tyrone Magnus? Because I saw a few few titles popping up where they said, including Drunk 3PO, Geeks and Gamers. Well, they all
have a meeting and discuss what's going to be the grip.
Maybe they took them down temporarily to sift through the garbage and get some of the ones out that are repeats or something. I don't know. Let's see what he's. Let's only watch.
They could have went to that movie called The Acolytes and went to compare who's downvoting both streams and get rid of them. I don't know.
Okay, see, this is exactly it. The audience score disappeared for a few hours the other day, but it came back.
Could that have been
they probably
glitch of the network?
Well, you know, when okay, so for example, when Ticketmaster, or not Ticketmaster, when Fandango releases a new movie, it's overwhelmed by pre-orders. Like if they're just launching the Deadpool Wolverine, so potentially there's so many people swarming to downvote Acolyte that they might have even crashed it. They might have filtered through to get rid of some of the more horrendous comments. You don't know. Okay, but let's see what I'm only going to give him a minute or two to get to the point here.
Please tell me this is a lie. Please tell me this is a lie.
Now, I think he's entertaining. At least I do think that.
Yeah, I never thought he was in.
I'm gonna take some of his. I think I'm gonna get an angle there, and I'm gonna do more reactions.
Well, if you're gonna get an angle like this, at least clean your keyboard and the back of your monitor, because I think it's filthy in his stream. I don't know. His laptop is filthy.
I think you're being unfair to Tyrone. That looks clean to me.
You're making all this money on YouTube, but you can't clean your freaking
laptop.
Looks
clean.
Come on.
That looks clean to me. The thing that drives me nuts about people so concerned with the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes is the reason that they don't like shills. And again, we're the fairest commentators on the Power Hour on YouTube, I believe. The thing that drives me nuts is, why do they have issues with potentially shills, which I do think there's a problem with Access Media and playing softball for projects. I do. That it's not authentic. It's not authentic reviews. So why? Hey, Absolute Geek.
That's Matt from Renovision.
Oh, okay, cool. So why do they get so upset when the potentially inauthentic reactions from people that have access and promote absolute BS reactions from political activists? And that's what Rotten Tomatoes is not organic whatsoever. I agree there's problems with the critic score too. Do you agree there? Or do you differ in opinion?
Yes, I've been constant with Rotten Tomatoes, whether I like or dislike a show. But if I go on my own opinion.
So there's definitely some inauthentic reviews and some softballs on the Access Media side.
Yeah.
But if you weigh that against the compromised political activists on Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb that are not verified, the scales are way off there.
In my opinion. It's funny because certain movies, when they release by certain companies, all of a sudden you get fashion magazines doing movie reviews, tech magazines doing movie reviews. Like, you've never done movie reviews before, but you're reviewing certain projects all of a sudden. It's weird.
Okay. So Pete Dencat. Hey, Max, hope you're okay. I told myself a few years ago that if one of these so-called champions blocks me for expressing my free speech, I would bring down the House of Cards. What does that mean, Pete? For Rotten Tomatoes?
What the hell? Is that Cheeseman?
No. Does this channel? I'm not highlighting it, but no, we don't censor video comments unless let's censorship. We're not pro censorship. We're pro freedom of speech, but we don't need to address every BS. That's
freedom of speech is very limited.
No, it's not. It's not limited for me. But I don't need to. I don't.
We don't highlight hate speech.
I don't have to. I do not have to respond to everything.
No, you don't.
Okay, so I'm not. Am I happy they removed all this on Rotten Tomatoes? Well, it looks like it's back up, but I think it's BS across the board for the Disney Plus shows. Oh, okay. As blocked you. Okay. All right. Let's see what else he has to say here.
But he's reading my comments.
But he's really
as I always do, and I saw someone said, "Tyrone, yo, Rotten Tomatoes just removed all audience scores from Disney shows."
I don't care.
I'm like, no way.
No
way.
Look, I'm not like for this, but it's also it's a joke at this point. It's a bigger joke than if you think there's a problem with Access Media and shilling, which there completely is. Not to get into politics, just look at.
It's now more. It's more influencers getting free passes, free rides, and then they give this over the top reaction. This is the greatest thing ever. It's more that than print media.
But I feel like anyone treating like this as a real travesty is fronting. Like I think Tyrone Magnus, you can't believe, like they're not being genuine. Oh, this is horrible. They took down the audience, the freedom of speech of the audience. It's a joke. It's a joke. There's nothing authentic about the Rotten Tomatoes audience score right now. I do take stake in the movie scores because they're verified. If there was any way to verify the streaming numbers. Chris says, thanks for this is very helpful, Chris. It wasn't all Disney shows, and it wasn't just Disney. It happened to Netflix and Paramount as well. People need to get their stories straight. I think they should just eliminate audience scores unless it's verified. If there's no way to verify it, don't have an audience score. It's that stupid. It doesn't help them. All these fools on the internet that are biting the hand that feed them make money off ads from Disney. Like all these channels get ads from Disney. I'm not saying you shouldn't criticize them, but it's a joke at this point. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't see them turning down revenue from Disney streams. I don't see it.
No.
I don't see them returning the money.
All right, so let's get to this, and then we really have to look at the critical drinker, which is how do you verify it? That would be smart if possible. The only thing I think that Rotten Tomatoes could work with the companies to have your like a sign in, but they'd have to work together. I don't know. It's too hard to verify what people watch on their TV in their living room. It's too hard.
Yeah, there's no way to verify.
I don't even know how they verify it for movie tickets.
Fandango. Once you check in, and after the movie, they give you an option to review it.
All right. Well, let's give another minute and a half here to see.
So let me screen record here.
Screen record.
We are going to screen record.
I think his laptop was fine.
Tomatoes. All right.
It's not just.
It's everything.
Yeah. Not just Disney. All.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Let's go to everyone's favorite show, The Acolyte.
Of course he goes there. Because why does he go? Okay. Why does he go there, Bruce?
Because
he knows it's compromised.
Because they're taking away audience score so they can hide how bad the Acolyte is from audiences. So it all goes back to Disney.
Why don't you
paying Rotten Tomatoes?
If you were being if you were acting like your channel would blow up if you did it like that. You know exactly. You know the game. You're right.
Yeah. You know, this is Acolyte. It's all outrage. Blah, blah, blah. They took down audience score. Disney sucks. There we go. Yeah. That sums up outrage in a nutshell. Oh, better writing.
So he goes right to the score that everyone knows is compromised. This is not organic at all. He thinks, oh, I'll go to the Acolyte. Okay.
Acolyte. Look at that. Wow.
Okay.
Why? I will never. This just.
He's outraged.
And Rotten Tomatoes, I thought you were better than this. I'm like, now this is like, I will never trust them again.
Okay, that's all I need to see. Geez. That's all I need to see. Tyrone, you know you're full of it here.
He's
no shade to you. No, he makes his money. He does reactions, but saying I will never trust Rotten Tomatoes because they took down the audience score. Does anyone really believe that? Like, even if it wasn't a glitch or they were working on stuff, does anyone really think them working on the audience score of Rotten Tomatoes that you can now not trust them? I can't trust it when the score is there for audiences.
You know, I have more belief in.
You can't find the real audience on Acolyte Rotten Tomatoes. You can't find the real people.
I have more faith and belief. I believe that talking silverware and freaking beauty and abuse is more real than his freaking reaction right now.
You're saying you're criticizing his reaction?
Yes. It's ridiculous. He's dramatic pauses and I can't believe this. This is all because of Acolyte.
Well, he knows the game. He's been on YouTube, but he knows what to do. I can't believe this. This is an outrage.
Yes, because everybody trusts Rotten Tomatoes.
It's so
complicated. They're the gold standard. You okay?
Nah.
Come on. Get out of here. Get out of here with that mess.
Okay. Chris says, meanwhile, it's back up later in the audience score. We're all the same, and they went down. The dude is cringe. Yes. I can't trust it. I can't trust it when it's up. I can't trust it when it's up. I think that's all we need to see of Tyrone. Thank you for. I might react to Tyrone again. I don't know. We'll see. I had to see what he was talking about.
I just can't get over his dirty laptop.
It's not. Come on, you're being unfair, Bruce.
What?
His laptop is not dirty. I disavow my co-host Tyrone. Not that.
What are you talking about? Even Absolute Geek said, "Dude's laptop looks like he just ate lunch off of it before recording this video." Come on.
Well, he eats off a silver platter. He's making that YouTube bank.
Yeah, okay. YouTube bank and just clean your laptop.
All right, so now let's get back to the critics of YouTube. Why Chris Gore, Critical Drinker, and Robert Meyer Burnett made the thumbnail for this episode of Power Hour. It's because
computer dirty too.
It's because every single time, these people that are over the top with their criticism, not, in my opinion, true criticism, it's entertainment. It's like wrestling, like Brian says, they're a heel. They're just doing this for entertainment. The most popular ones, they are horrible in their own art. And yes. Callie, don't you start. Now we have to do a blind reaction for Bruce for the Critical Drinkers movie called Rogue Elements.
And let me tell I've stopped watching this guy. I watched one or two of his videos a long time ago and realized I did not want his content on my algorithm. So
well, now it is. Okay, I gotta put Callie away. I'll be right back. You're welcome.
What is this? Let's play the video. Let's go.
All right. Well, Callie,
you already seen it. Let me react to it while you put away Callie.
Okay.
Come on.
All right. Here? Oh, I like this one better. I like this better. Let me put her away. I'll be right back.
Go ahead. Of course, he puts Callie away without pressing the freaking play button. So I don't know. It just seems that Star Wars projects bring out a different element of hate than even more hate than DC projects and Marvel projects. You know, I don't know what it is. As I've said before, I've seen everything Star Wars. I've read comic books. I've never read Legends books. They're not for me. But it just seems like this hate, it's just so much more profitable this time. for these grifters, and you didn't press the play on the video, Max. Thanks a lot.
I know. I want to watch it with you. I want to see it again. I want to see if my eyes deceive me at the midness. I'm
pretty sure this black screen is going to be better than the project.
This most mediocre trailer I've ever seen. It's like you wait till you.
I know your pain. I know your pain, Matt.
All right.
Bravo, I found a target. I count 5 guys inside that room.
Hold on, Alpha. Let me check the schematics and see if there's another entry point.
All right, I'll get that. This is better. This is better.
Going loud.
Last year, one of your CIA Shepherd teams infiltrated a maximum security prison. Their target was an operative, identified by the codename Maras.
Okay, so we have some questions already. He has a whole book series too. The Critical Drinker made this movie, wrote, directed. This is one of his lowest viewed videos on his channel. Is his own movie.
This reminds me of. It reminds me of a cutscene from one of those.
Reminds me of the generic Jack Ryan or something.
Reminds me of a cutscene from a bad first-person shooter game.
Yeah, it looks like a 360 opening cutscene. Yeah, a book series too. Yes, Anthony says this. Well, give it a chance. Anthony just says this is Sony. That's codename from Sony is ass. Count the white dudes. Count the white dudes. There's a lot of them.
I'm not counting white dudes. I don't count the black people in movies. I'm not going to count the white.
Well, if you try to count the black people in here, you're going to be waiting a while.
Max is race baiting, guys.
No, I'm not. No.
Max is race baiting, guys.
If you're going to try to keep, I don't think there's one in here. I don't remember at least one. Okay. There's a girl.
All I want to know is the name of the man who led this mission. I guess we're in for a long night. Because I don't know shit.
Einstein's team was tasked with retrieving this man, Ivan Fedorov, an agency asset investigating a new radical separatist group in Estonia. We have just under 2 hours to figure out how to get inside that warehouse, find Fedorov, and get the fuck out in one piece.
Look around
I would
first.
say this, in the night scenes or whatever, the lighting is horrible. The cinematography is bad in this.
Your version, I don't know if I want to watch. What's your version? I didn't know this existed. Hold on a second. I messed up.
And then a whole trope of let's introduce a character by spinning the camera around to her face. Come on.
If I'm going to say anything positive, it has okay action, but they do the same like flip and thing constantly, and you'll see in a second here.
Like headquarters to you. This looks and sounds like a bullshit rush job.
Have I seen this before?
To send spies into my country.
Look, they just keep flipping. Look,
they have failed miserably. Ryan Drake,
ass. Oh, it says grass. I thought it said ass.
This is ass.
Ryan Drake.
Can you go back?
He just put Jack Ryan and Nathan Drake together. Ryan Drake. What? Go back where?
No, just keep going. No mind. I want to see something.
Better hope this isn't a trap. Because if those assholes don't kill you, I will. The only people dying today are those fuckers. All of them.
Rogue Elements, Ryan Drake's. There's like the name of the studio's generic. Yeah. The title's Rogue Elements is generic. Ryan Drake's story, I think of Jack Ryan, Nathan Drake. Everything is just the most generic thing I've ever seen.
Even with the action that they show, it's literally not a big payoff because it just seems like they're showing people rolling. That's all they're doing in the action scenes.
No,
they're rolling and rolling.
I'm really not trying to be overly critical. There's nothing in here. There's just some action at the end. The line where he says we're gonna kill all the effers, all of them. Okay, that was something, I guess, at the end. I want to watch the whole movie and review it. Ryan Drake is the most generic thing I've ever heard. Like
Ryan Drake.
Critical drink. I'm worried about playing the perp version because he might throw in some kung fu scenes and it might get me strike. Let me see. Let me do a preview here. I don't know. Perp sent me something on Twitter. Let me see here.
Matt said, this is totally the opening to something you find on Brazers.
I gotta preview this. What did you put in here, Perp?
He has a woman that looks like a potato.
All right, let me play no kung fu. I mean, it looks like Asylum looks more exciting. They at least have a hook. There's no hook in this trailer. There's like nothing to hook you. It just looks like, okay. I mean, we could. I don't know if we want to watch Chris Gore's trailer too. It's just, I'm so disappointed. I don't think Stuckman's movie would be as bad. No. I think Chris Stuckman has some talent. Rogue farts. Are you serious? Perp. Oh my
Rogue
God.
farts. What is this?
Here we go.
Bravo, I found a target. I count 5 guys inside that room.
Hold on, Alpha. Let me check the schematics and see if there's another entry point.
No time for that. Going loud.
Oh, it's just farts.
Is that it, Perp? That's all you did?
He added farts. He added farts in.
Just random farts. Rogue farts.
Random farts. I like it. Because this is a big
Did
pile
you
of
put
crap.
the whale?
Yes, the whale.
Why did you put Brendan Fraser in the whale there?
This is the part where I walk away.
Well, I mean, look at this even logo, Car Flying Entertainment.
What does that have to do with a dog with a reel of film?
No, I mean everything looks generic. The logo's everything. Totally better. What? Hey, Keely Chow. All right.
Farts make everything better.
Last year, one of your CIA Shepherd teams infiltrated a maximum security prison. Their target was an operative, identified by the code name Malas.
Good God.
All I want to know.
That fart goes right with her resting bitch face.
Who let this I guess we're in for a long night. Because I don't know.
Oh, come on!
Einstein's team was tasked with retrieving this man.
I would be lying if I said it wasn't more entertaining, but still, it sucks. The rogue fart version, the rogue fart cut sucks too. Oh my! At least there's a guy with nunchucks. What's this?
Ivan Fedorov, an agency asset investigating the new radical separatist group in Estonia. He has just under 2
All right,
hours.
I've had enough. I can't take it. I'm done. I can only do so many fart jokes. Sorry, Perp. Oh boy. All right. So, what's the point of all this?
Hold on, I got sent the link.
You got sent a link?
I got sent a link from my good friend Degrassi.
Degrassi's not on my channel. Oh,
he's on my channel.
Oh, okay.
He's my viewer.
Yeah, I know. That was way better.
Yeah,
I mean, what? I've never. Okay.
Well, it was a very smart man named Robert Meyer Burnett who said the currency of our current age is authenticity, and it's so true. I've heard it said before. Like, it was a very smart man named Robert Meyer Burnett who said.
Okay, enough with the farts, please. Good God.
And it's so
this
true.
power hour's gone to the shitter. Please stop it. Okay.
All right.
I don't even know where to go from there.
I don't know. Where do you want to go? We can go anywhere.
Well, I'm just.
Do you want to bring up Robert Burnett?
Oh well, the real Rotten
We've been
Tomatoes.
talking about him also.
No, he won't. He's not going to come near me. got a text message here.
We got dead air, Max. We can have dead air on stream. You know this.
Okay.
What do you got going? Let's go. Move it along.
This proves to me that the biggest job title, and these people have jobs, the most failing upwards is on YouTube. I mean, it's not in Hollywood. Like I can't, like I saw, and I'm not to bring up Echo Base again, but Echo Base yesterday was reading fangirl tweets on Twitter, and they get rewarded for this absolute cringe. I don't see any other entertainment platform that has as many people failing upwards as YouTube.
How are they
involved in the story? Because
I can say the comic book community with these people that can't and will not get hired by the big three. They fail upwards with their Kickstarter.
At least they put, at least
have you read some of the stories in those Kickstarters?
Listen, ISOM has its issues, but there's at least something interesting there. It's it's above a little bit above.
Have you read them and read Yara?
No, but I'm basing it.
You're not on the edge of your seat for the Horseman.
I'm basing it on the trailer for the comic opposed to the trailer for Critical Drinker. ISOM is leaps and bounds above this. Above Critical Drinker.
Have you watched that Yara trailer?
That was better than this. The Yara trailer was better than Ryan Jack. What is it called? Ryan Jack?
Ryan Jack Me Off? I don't know.
I mean, but Nerdette, I know you have a little bit, you're not a fan of Young Rippa, but you got to come on, be genuine, Nerdette. Well, it's not as generic looking as that trailer we just watched here.
Well, I put ISOM in the same category as I put Cyberfrog by Ethan Van Sciver. Meh.
I mean, you cannot. I mean, that's your bias showing a little there because you don't like the man.
I got comic books over there drawn by him over there.
Yeah, but not
somewhere over there.
Not his current offerings.
I've read it.
I honestly think that ISOM's got more going than this.
97% of crowdfunded comics are absolute garbage.
In the reason Robert Meyer Burnett and Chris Gore is they both are too critical past the point of authenticity in their criticisms, in my opinion. And Chris Gore also has a really below mid movie with My Big Fat Independent Movie. And I did actually find it at a resale store. I'm going to finally buy it and review it. I am.
Find what?
His movie. Chris Gore's movie. On the he doesn't get money.
Well, you found it?
Well, no, I saw it before. No, it was it was like $8.
$8.
Yeah, so I'm gonna
$8. You could have gotten like a meal somewhere.
But I saw the trailer. I tried to purchase it VOD for a watch party. It's not available anywhere. And I don't think his criticism is authentic either. I think he's an entertainer in the worst way.
How about we do a social experiment? How about we don't go on camera, we create a new channel, new personas, voice changers, and like hate everything and see how many views, how many subs we can get.
I know I can't stomach it. I can't do it.
Why not? You can't act. Just go acting. That's what they do.
I can't do it.
It'll be fun.
Okay. All right, I think that's all. I'm actually speechless at the success that these people
We're not gonna show the Chris Gore.
All right, we'll show the Chris Gore one. We'll show
Chris Gore one. Come on.
Well, it's rated R. It's gonna get us a problem.
Oh, no.
I was being authentic.
I just got out of problems.
Yeah,
I was just demonetized.
I could show it and do the frames, but it's a Red Band trailer, so I don't want to get us. I don't want to get us, a channel strike or anything.
What?
So here's
Big Fat Independent. 18 years. It's 18 years ago though.
So It's it's Pauly Shore's in it.
Is that Pauly Shore?
Yeah.
Really?
They have like a Pulp Fiction, The Swinger,
what?
The Not So Good Girl. This is what Chris Gore brings.
Oh,
to
this
you.
is when they were doing all these parody movies.
Yeah. So this is what he's capable of. And I did catch one of Film Threat's own employees going to give a positive review of this on Rotten Tomatoes when it has like a 23. I caught him. Degrassi says on probably Bruce's channel.
Yes.
When are you coming back, Degrassi? Maybe we'll have you on for a power hour. We'll see. I'll ask Bruce. Gore and Burnett are old men who will do and say almost anything to maintain what little relevance they have left in the dark corners of geekdom. And then RJ says, wait, so Max, you do not see people are disliking about the Acolyte? I know you, there are things to dislike, but nothing that would organically get it at 14%.
No.
That's, in my opinion, it's completely compromised by political activists with an agenda.
Yeah,
that just,
and whatever
like Disney or Leslie Headland.
And whatever criticism of the Acolyte is being used, it's breaking canon, it's breaking lore. If you read from what I got from Marco and Dom from Renovision, EU legends conflicted with each other all the time. It was never sanctioned by Lucas. He really didn't care about the extended universe.
Are you being serious? Are you being serious, RJ? It's because the show creator is loud and proud of
that
LGBT.
And unfortunately, somebody that I know that I was on the panel with said there's not enough white guys in this project for me to like it.
Well, there's enough in
and that person now loves the show.
There's enough in Rogue Elements. Did you catch any diversity in that trailer, Rogue Elements, at all?
I wasn't looking for it because I know the source.
Okay. All right. So there's the big fat independent movie. I think Nerdette says she reviewed it and gave it a 4. Okay.
I think she was talking about Isom.
Oh, Isom.
Yeah.
Okay. Why I want to let's go on to something more positive. I don't want to comment on them every day. I thought you should know, because every single freaking time there's someone that's successful failing upwards with their reviews they're all mediocre and actual business. And that's at best. That's at best. All their content.
Like I saw a YouTuber, Echo Base, whatever, complaining about the number of characters that are in this show. Have they not seen Game of Thrones and how complex and how many characters there are in that? Well, you got like 4 or 5 main characters in Acolyte. That's not a complaint. Not a real complaint. Come on.
Mm-hmm. I completely missed that he had a movie. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that people still give him credibility based on that. I'm like, really? This is what you offer? How can I take your criticisms? How can I take your criticisms and give any weight to them after I see that? Okay. Retro Bro, watched one episode, thought it was ass, could care less about social agenda. That's, fair enough. You're not hurting my feelings. But you're a man, so you go and move on with your life instead of complaining about it for a year. All right. So what else do we have to cover?
I got something that people love, and the sweetheart of the U.S., America's sweetheart, Hatua girl, the Hatua girl. She's getting paid. Good for her. Can you bring that up for me?
Yeah.
She's getting paid $30,000 to appear at clubs now.
Her first club appearance.
$30,000.
Wow. That's great.
Just stand around and do that. That's amazing. This is the American dream.
I don't know why she's not on YouTube yet.
Give it time.
YouTuber, TikTok.
Give it time. They're trying to ink a deal with a reality show set in Tennessee, I believe.
Can you convince me she isn't a psyop? What? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, bro. I don't know what that means. Oh, she's being managed by Penthouse Media. Good for her. Okay. Time Bandits trailer. No, I didn't. Is that still with Taika Waititi? Taika Waititi's really fallen off for me. Like any projects that
they're actually let me stop sharing. They just announced today that they're doing let me see if I can find it. They're doing a remake of the movie that started spaghetti westerns, A Fistful of Dollars.
Yes. Let me see.
Here we go. Deadline. This one needs slides.
That's all right. I have Joe Blow. I got it ready.
Joe Blow.
Yes. I'm not against remakes. I like remakes.
No, I'm not.
That's a rough one though. Who are you going to get? Clint Eastwood is very hard to follow up. Let me read about this. A remake of the Sergio Leone Clint Eastwood classic Fistful of Dollars, which was an unofficial
Fistful was a remake
of Yojimbo, is in the works. A few years ago, we heard the TV series adaptation Clint Eastwood classic A Fistful of Dollars was in the work at Mark Gordon Pictures. That project was described as contemporary retelling of the story. We're going to get a new version. I'm trying to see who's involved. Reports that Euro Gang Entertainment, the company founded by producers Gianni Nannari and Simon Horseman, is working with Enzo Sisti of FPC and Jolly Film, which produced the Fistful of Dollars, to get a feature remake off the ground. That does not sound good already to me. For this project.
I don't know. Westerns don't do that well nowadays anyway, and to remake a classic Fistful of Dollars, I'll give it a watch.
But the production company just sounds like they're the ones that have the rights. It doesn't sound like anything. It's still early in the process, so production details are under wraps for now. This would most likely be English language, but that hasn't been confirmed. I don't see any actors involved yet. It's really just the people that own the rights.
Yeah. Here we go. I got something.
That sounds. I'm not opposed for them remaking it, but what I hear so far seems like a really not worthwhile production until I hear like an actor or a director
attached who's writing the screenplay.
I don't think anyone that's currently active like in main Hollywood would have anything to do with this. Is my speculation. This would be a low budget production. What were you going to bring up, Bruce?
Haha! Sony PlayStation 5 is number 1 in the UK. PS5 has sold more than the other two platforms combined. Nintendo Switch and Xbox, 2.53 million games sold since June of 2020.
Why is this on my screen right now? You're just gloating as a Sony fanboy. I don't want to see this. That's not like news at all. I know Sony's doing good.
No, just the gloat and throw it in your face. That's all.
There's not Xbox still has some, there is the Gladiator 2 trailer that I did not watch yet.
I haven't watched it yet. Maybe we'll react to that later.
Yeah. Let me bring this up here. Gladiator 2 trailer. Prepare to be entertained with the new Gladiator 2 trailer. Did anyone check it out? Did you like it? In the scale of this epic drama looks positively breathtaking. Ridley Scott. I'm not a huge fan of Paul Mescal. I don't know much about him. I don't know much about him. I don't know where I've seen him yet. I don't remember. It looks awesome. Can't wait. Remember when everyone on the internet was like, why would they make it a Gladiator 2?
Yes.
Does anyone feel that way after watching the trailer?
We don't need it.
I need it.
No, I'm just saying that was like the common thing. We don't need it. We don't need it.
Who are you excited most? Paul Mescal, Denzel Washington, or Pedro Pascal?
Pedro and Denzel. Because I know they can bring the drama in whatever they're doing.
Ew, look at the teeth. Ugh. The images look great.
Yeah.
And then, when does this come out? November 22nd?
November.
Wow. I didn't realize that's coming out this quick. Isn't it kind of interesting how fast movies are getting made right now?
Yeah. Oh, and there was something I saw.
Really, Degrassi? You
think? A
A
Devil Wears Prada is getting a sequel.
Okay. You think Paul Mescal has a good shot at the next Bond?
I can see it.
Is he British?
Doesn't matter. Yeah, he has to be.
He's Irish. Okay.
Irish.
Bond. I don't know. I'm looking here. I mean, I'm not opposed to it, Degrassi, but there's lots of images for Paul Mescal, and this is one from, I think he was in Fleabag. I don't feel it. That's true. Sean Connery wasn't British. I just don't see it though. I don't see him as a Bond I guess. What
are you a big fan of Bond movies?
Yeah, I love Bond movies.
Oh, good.
I don't know.
Well,
I'm not opposed to it. I guess we'll see.
It all depends on how he looks in a suit, in the makeup, and his performance on screen. Anybody can play Bond.
George Lazenby wasn't British. Not every Bond was British. It's not just the not British, it's the look. I'm not getting the look for me personally right yet, Oh,
it's not like Daniel Craig had the look of Bond.
No, that's true. And he grew into it. I'm just not feeling it right now. Weak jaw. You don't have to see it, but the Broccoli's do. I mean, I would agree. I believe you that he's in contention. I also like Aaron from Godzilla, and he was Quicksilver. What's his name? Aaron
Paul wasn't whatever. I don't know his name.
Let me bring up possible next Bonds now. Possible James Bond actors. Since that's a cool topic. I haven't revisited it in a while. This one was just released.
Aaron Taylor Johnson, I believe.
Let's go to Vogue. Let's bring up the Vogue article here. But that's one I haven't seen. But Paul Mescal is getting a lot of work though. He's popping up everywhere. Yeah, I don't think Tom Hardy or Idris have any chance now. Honestly, this guy he's in that Netflix show that everyone loves, and then I think he was in the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
He was Edgerton. I mean, Edgerton.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Bridgerton.
Renee Jean Page.
Jean Page.
I would be okay with him. I think he's cool.
Yeah.
Theo James. I don't know. Let's do buy or sell on these actors. Let's go from the top. Yeah, buy or sell, like John Camp used to do. I would totally buy Aaron Taylor Johnson as James Bond. Totally buy Renee Jean Page. What about you? Buy or sell?
Nah. That's a no for me, dog.
Sell for no both. Now Theo James, I'd sell. I don't see it. I think he was in the Divergent series.
Yeah.
I just don't see it personally.
He was in White Lotus.
Damson Idris. I never heard of him. I would sell for now because I have no idea who he is. I have no idea his acting ability.
What's his name?
Damson Idris.
Never heard of him.
Oh yeah, Henry Golding. I don't know.
No.
He seems too clean cut to be James Bond. James Bond's got a little bit of a scoundrel to him, right? A little bit. I don't see it. Lashana Lynch, no. She was a different character. Who is this? Robert Aramayo. Sal, nah. Rings of Power. Nah. Sam Hugan.
Rings of Power is coming back, so yay.
Idris Elba at one point, maybe. Yeah.
It's like they're just throwing actors on a list and like,
Jack,
hey.
I would actually say Paul Mescal is probably at the top of the list after seeing these other people. Jack Lowden. Papa Isidou. Never heard of him. Oh, here's Paul Mescal. There he is in a tux with a bow tie.
Like some kid that got beat up in school.
What? Wait till you see him in Gladiator 2. So even with the bow tie, you don't see him as James Bond, Paul Mescal.
I don't know. No, not in that picture.
Omar Sy. This is a recent article too. This is a new one. Tom Hardy.
Maybe. If he was younger.
Lucien Laviscount. Nah.
Yes, definitely.
Hell no, Tom Holland. That's a hard pass. I would never.
Maybe Tom Holland can play Bond's taxi driver or something.
Yeah, I would never want to see Tom Holland, Peter Parker.
Tom Holland is a freaking. I don't know. He's not a lead to me. He will never be a lead character for me.
What about Richard Madden from Game of Thrones? Max Irons, son of Jeremy, was he on here? I didn't see it yet. Daniel Kaluuya.
Max is judging men. That's what he's doing.
Tom Hiddleston, if he was less popular. This is the Vogue list. Vogue. James Norton. No. John Boyega, he's just got too much of a smile. I can't, he's got a big smile, which is great. It just doesn't fit for James Bond for me personally. Henry Cavill, I would even say no there. Cillian Murphy when he was younger, maybe. Jamie Dornan, that's the 50 Shades guy. Oh, Luke Evans. Luke Evans, definitely when he was younger. I would have liked to see Luke Evans.
I don't know. Bond casting for me has always come down to Bond is a guy men want to be, and Bond is a guy women want to. Yes, that's what it's always come down to.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be any of those guys on the list. I'm saying.
Well, now that I looked at that list, I'm more with Degrassi that I kind of like it, Paul Mescal, based on some of those other ones I've seen there.
Hey, speaking of lists and things that are going on right now, what about this? Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? You see it now? You see the vision they're going for?
He looks better there. Clark Kent, David Cornsweet looks better as Clark Kent there on the left than he did on the set where someone else took the picture. This hair looks a little bit better there.
Hey,
so I kind of see it. I kind of see it more. Although Clark Kent, that's a little bit like too upscale for Clark Kent. That's more like Bruce Wayne outfit, honestly. But I see the hair and the glasses though. I see the hair and the glasses.
It's not like it's an Italian suit.
Now the Superman suit on the right looks great. Is there any more updates? Is there any more updates with Superman? Or is James Gunn taking a break for Comic-Con?
He was filming, was it yesterday and today, on a bridge, and a stunt person got hurt during filming.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. I mean,
the dimples give it away. Well, keep that. Why'd you take that down? Keep it up.
Because I want to show something else. I thought you were done looking. So hey.
No, I'm not done looking at that.
Jeez, just print it out and put it on your wall already. Come on.
All right. Well, do you know what I'm saying though? He looks like too rich or something.
Rich.
That's like a nice suit.
It's not even a custom. It's not even a tailored suit. It's just a regular suit.
I mean, but that
looks off the rack.
That too looks
off the rack.
No, it doesn't. It
does, Max.
It's got the little handkerchief in the pocket.
Oh my god!
It looks too upscale.
Max does not know fashion, guys. Please do not take any
yes, I do.
Fashion advice from Max.
It looks too upscale based on what Clark Kent would be wearing for the reporter of Daily Planet.
James Gunn invented all media.
And I'm not sold on the glasses 100% as Clark Kent glasses.
Yeah, he does look slouched.
No, he doesn't. He's staying up. I don't know where the slouch is coming in.
He's more confident as Superman.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Hold on, let me bring up Cal. Oh, shirt, a pocket square, must be fancy. Exactly.
Yeah. Cal, Max, I don't know where Max come from, but
maybe Clark is winning a journalism award. James Gunn invented all media. Let James Gunn cook. Okay. All right, and Anthony says I think he could pull off good Clark Kent. Okay, I like the way his hair looks better here. I didn't get that. Are you sure? Okay, so that's all the updates we got that's it from Superman.
Oh, I was gonna pull it down and look because I don't want people seeing my Twitter.
Yeah, it's a disaster.
What?
His Twitter DMs.
My Twitter.
I wouldn't go there.
Really? Why not?
Jesus, I took the fun out of it. Okay.
What do you thought since you were here? What you think of Hot D's episode this week?
The end was great. It was a little slow getting there, but I don't want to do any spoilers. But man, if you want the dragons in House of Dragon,
all I know,
pretty intense.
All I know, Vanguard should be put down right away.
That dragon?
Yep.
No, it's not his fault.
Yes, it is.
I don't
It's
know.
like a pit bull. Put all pit bulls down.
No. Disavow. There's lots of people that save pit bulls. No. I completely disagree. It's not the dragon's fault.
It is the dragon's fault.
No. All right, I had this until you find the other more DC news if you can. Send help. Sam Raimi horror thriller finds new home at 20th Century, gets a rewrite from A Quiet Place duo. A Quiet Place duo Scott Beck and Brian Woods have done a rewrite of Sam Raimi's horror thriller Send Help, which is now at 20th Century. How are you Raimi fans, though? Do you want to see him go back to horror, or do you want him to see another big budget superhero movie? Because he's very capable of both. He's probably not going to go back to Evil Dead, but he could go back to other horror. Apparently, he is developing a horror movie. What would you like to see out of Raimi while we're looking at this article, Bruce? I really like Doctor Strange too. Rewatching it, it was great.
For Doctor Strange, I don't know. If you're gonna do horror in Marvel, just go full horror. Don't hold it back or try to tame it. Just go full on. Doctor Strange should have been like an R-rated movie for me.
I would have loved to see him do the Midnight Suns or even work with Blade because they're having some issues. I forget which movie he said he wanted to do. He may have been considered for Avengers. I'm not sure. AOA says Sam has earned do whatever he wants. But what do you want to see from him though, as Raimi fans? Do you want him to go? He is doing a horror movie first with this project. Send Help, and it's the Quiet Place writers are helping him revamp it, so that's exciting. But what do you want to see him do after this? I do love his big pop culture stuff. Honestly, I am a Raimi fan, but I'm more of a fan of his like Spider-Man and what he could do there.
Well, you haven't watched Evil Dead, so
no, I am going to review Evil Dead. I have the VHS.
You've been reviewing it for like a year.
Yes, but
are you afraid, Max?
No, I'm not afraid. I've just been.
Do you look under your bed before you get into it?
No, I don't. I don't want to look under there. I am going to. If I can. Where is? I'm going to try to get back to a poll. They just announced a new Shrek movie. Really? That's cool.
They announced that with the Donkey movie. And we got this. Yay! James Gunn on set, on a bridge, blah, blah, blah. People running. There's some panic on the bridge. So, there really hasn't been much coming from...
Well, when is Comic-Con?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. I'm telling you, he's going to make an appearance.
I don't think he's going to make. I think
really feel it.
No, maybe video, maybe. I don't think they have enough. What are they going to show? I think Creature Commandos, maybe.
I think they're going to show some. I think they're going to show some early Superman footage.
What? Well, you got to put your notifications on. Make sure your notifications on for the channels for both Max and mine, so you can get alerts when we go live, guys. Come on.
Yeah. I'm going to put a poll in the chat if what you want Sam Raimi to do next. What do you want Sam Raimi to do?
Yeah, I knew they were announced the same day. Donkey Show and Shrek. Yeah.
Another horror movie?
Max, have you ever watched a Donkey Show?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, just like I'm just thinking like of Zack Snyder. If you asked me what I'm still a Zack Snyder fan. If you gave me a choice, would I rather him go back to IP work or his original IP? I would say IP work, because even though I still get some enjoyment out of his original IP, nowhere near the enjoyment I get out of his adaptations of other people's work. Sam Raimi, Evil Dead is his own thing. I know people love Evil Dead. I know people love horror. I prefer the more mass market pop culture Raimi and Spider-Man. And I think he's got another. I think even though Doctor Strange 2 was well received, I think if he had another shot at a superhero project from the ground up, I think we could get something as amazing and relevant to superheroes as like Spider-Man 2. Keep in mind, he's created one of the best superhero movies of all time, Spider-Man 2, for a lot of people. So I kind of want to see him go back to superhero movies again from the ground up. He saved Doctor Strange 2. He went in a month. I think he went in a month. It was replaced. He replaced before filming.
I did not like the direction he took Doctor Strange 2. I wanted more. I wanted more from the first movie.
He
there was
went
way
with,
too many.
You don't know what he had
cameos, and it was bad for me.
Have you rewatched it since the theater?
No.
I enjoyed it in the theater. I loved it when I got home, especially the Wanda stuff.
But we got a new poster.
He did a Darkman reboot too.
The Crow, new poster. This releasing next month, I believe, right?
I think.
I'm still going to see this. I'm still hyped for this. I think
I'm
they
not
need
hyped
another
for
trailer.
I'm not hyped for the Crow. This image looks cooler than some of the stuff in the trailer, but I'm open to giving it a shot. Degrassi says, if James Gunn is still writing it, Zack Snyder is the perfect director for The Authority. And then El Necron chimes in, Zack is not doing Gunn projects. I love you, El Necron, but I wouldn't speak for Zack. If Zack wants, I could easily see Zack doing The Authority if he wanted to. Maybe he wants to work with James Gunn. You know, that would be a big budget movie for Zack again. That would be an upgrade. I got to be real, El Necron. That would be an upgrade for Zack if after he did the 300 series. The only thing is, I don't think James Gunn's going to offer Zack that.
Is he still getting the 300 series?
I think so. But I do see, even though I think Zack would be good for that, I don't see James Gunn offering Zack that.
I don't know. I think if he did offer it to Zack, it would be to heal the rift in the fandom that maybe can't be healed, but it'll be a good
that would be a good way to bring everything together.
Yes.
That or let him do an animated conclusion. I know people want the live action. I'm not saying anything's impossible. I just don't see it likely. Where I think an animated in a comic run is extremely likely.
I think if it makes sense from a financial point of view, then they'll do it.
I don't think so.
I'm just saying. I'm being optimistic here.
Gunn is terrified of Zack outshining him. I don't know about that. I don't know. We got to have El Necron on for a power hour too. I don't see. I think James Gunn just wants to do his own thing, and that then it's going to be. Here's the problem: even though Zack may be good for the Authority, like Degrassi says, once you bring Zack back, even though I would like to see that opens another can of worms. You mean you're going to bring him back for the Authority, and you won't let him finish his story? So. That's the issue, really. Even regardless of what Zack wants, right? Maybe Zack's like, you know what? I'm not going to be able to conclude it, but I want to do this other DC project. Regardless of what he personally wants, the moment you put him on the payroll for a new DC project at Warner Brothers, it's instantly going to be you'll hire him for this, but not what he was going to do. And then getting Cavill back and Affleck back. Even if you get Zack back, it's not easy to get Cavill or Affleck back, especially since Cavill's now gone through a relationship and him and J-Lo are separating again. I'm not saying that impacts his Batman decisions, but it kind of does where he's at mentally because
there's no proof that they're
he
separating.
kind of goes in a circle. Like I'm feeling good about it now. Feeling good about it. And then he has a life event. And I pray that the life event does not impact Ben Affleck's well-being, but it's not good to tempt it with a situation where he said it's caused him heartache before, it's because we're on two channels. That's why. Let me see. Garatina's Rising Renegades, formerly Avengers Rising. Sam Raimi was the true founding genius behind creative storytelling for superhero movies. And then RJ says he's going to return WB and direct either Elseworlds DC film or film for the DCU. Give it time. It's inevitable. Zack returning to direct DC is inevitable. You're actually more positive than I am on that. I don't know. Do you guys want a live action Superman versus Brainiac movie with both characters portrayed comic accurately? I think a lot of Superman fans have been wanting to see Brainiac. That was apparently the way they were considering making a Superman movie with Cavill versus Brainiac before they made the James Gunn announcement official.
I don't know. I just had a full 2 months of Brainiac in comic books, so I'm just like,
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else we want to cover on the Power? Because we've gone past the hour.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Is there any other topics? Jennifer Lawrence in another comedy? Really?
I like her in comedy. She's really
I didn't see the last one. I know.
You're not ready for that, Max. You're not ready.
Can we do this? Because I kind of want to see what this is about, even though I didn't see Axel Foley yet. This is potential spoilers.
Oh, no.
Are you going to watch it?
Maybe.
I'm talking about another. I want to see what it alludes to. Please bear with me. This is spoilers. Does a cameo suggest Beverly Hills Cop Axel F takes place in the same cinematic universe as another classic comedy? Spoilers.
Coming to America. Is it Coming to America?
I don't know. I didn't see it yet. The legendary antagonist from a highly anticipated Netflix comedy sequel makes an appearance in Beverly Hills Cop F. Is this from Happy Gilmore 2? Yeah. That movie, of course, is Happy Gilmore 2. Christopher McDonald shows up in an irate Beverly Hills golfer. Really? Oh, I ruined it for myself. That's great, though. That's not the one I wanted to see. I wanted to see Bad Boys of Beverly Hills. But Happy Gilmore. I still don't know if they should be making it, but just because Adam Sandler doesn't hit like he used to. I'm not opposed to them making a sequel, but I watch his current offerings and they just are not funny to me. And I like his old stuff. I like the old Happy Gilmore. It just is not hitting for me. I want him to succeed. I still like Adam Sandler. Yeah. And I'm not saying Scooter McGavin scene ruins nothing. Okay. All right. Should we call it a day? Because I am getting a little sleepy and I got to run to the Costco. I got to go get some groceries. Yeah, no naps.
Sleepy.
No naps. I think I'm supposed to make an appearance on the Kingdom tonight as well.
Oh, yes. We're for our Acolyte episode 7.
There's only 2 episodes left.
Yes. So, you make sure you watch it, Max. Make sure you're up to watch it tonight.
No, I do want to watch it. For sure.
It's going to be 43 minutes. That means 30 minutes. There's 13 minutes of freaking intros and outros. So, if you subscribe to my channel, please subscribe to Mac's channel. Thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channels, please subscribe to both our channels. Blah, 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 blah. We love you guys. Have a good day. We'll see you later tonight. And next week, probably Thursday for another Power Hour, maybe.
We might want to do one tomorrow.
Oh, I could do one tomorrow.
We'll see. We'll see how.
Maybe see what Necron is doing. What are you doing tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, Necron? Hit me up on Twitter.
All right. Bye, everyone. Have a good one. I got to finish my coffee.
Good day.
It's not good night. It's not good night. We're just getting started. All right. Bye, everyone.